Mr. Israel Doctrine, Carl Albert. Y'all go check out his channel if y'all don't know about him on YouTube. He done joined my little intermission here. So so the topic of today's show is be impeccable with your speech to harness power. And so we're gonna get into it a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is we're dealing with the word impeccable and how to use the word to transform the way that you speak so that you harness power in all your thoughts, speech, and your actions. So I'm going to play a little small excerpt from a powerful book called The Four Agreements. And the particular excerpt we're going to focus on is be impeccable with your words. So, you know, I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let the audio play for a minute, and y'all check it out. So let's begin.
When we're finally ready to change our agreements, there are 4 very powerful agreements that will help us break those agreements that come from fear and deplete our energy. Each time you break an agreement, all the power you used to create it returns to you. If you adopt these 4 new agreements, they will create enough personal power for you to change the entire system of your old agreements. You need a very strong will in order to adopt the 4 agreements. But if you can begin to live your life with these agreements, the transformation in your life will be amazing. You will see the drama of hell disappear right before your eyes. Instead of living in a dream of hell, you will be creating a new dream, your personal dream of heaven. The first agreement: be impeccable with your word. The first agreement is the most important one, and also the most difficult one to honor. It is so important that with just this first agreement, you will be able to transcend to the level of existence I call heaven on earth. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. It sounds very simple, but it is very, very powerful. Why your word? Your word is the power that you have to create. Your word is the gift that comes directly from God. The Gospel of John in the Bible, speaking of the creation of the universe, says, "In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God." Through the Word you express your creative power. It is through the Word that you manifest everything. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent manifests through the Word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will all be manifested through the Word. The Word is not just a sound or a written symbol. The Word is a force. It is the power you have to express and communicate, to think, and thereby to create the events in your life. You can speak. What other animal on the planet can speak? The word is the most powerful tool you have as a human. It is the tool of magic. But like a sword with 2 edges, your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. One edge is the misuse of the word, which creates a living hell. The other edge is the impeccability of the word, which will only create beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Depending upon how it is used, the word can set you free, or it can enslave you even more than you know. All the magic you possess is based on your word. Your word is pure magic, and misuse of your word is black magic. The word is so powerful that one word can change a life or destroy the lives of millions of people. Some years ago, one man in Germany, by the use of the word, manipulated a whole country of the most intelligent people. He led them into a world war with just the power of his word. He convinced others to commit the most atrocious acts of violence. He activated people's fear with the word, and like a big explosion, there was killing and war all around the world. All over the world, humans destroyed other humans because they were afraid of each other. Hitler's word, based on fear-generated beliefs and agreements, will be remembered for centuries. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. The seeds are opinions, ideas, and concepts. You plant a seed, a thought, and it grows. The word is like a seed, and the human mind is so fertile. The only problem is that too often it is fertile for the seeds of fear. Every human mind is fertile, but only for those kinds of seeds it is prepared for. What is important is to see which kind of seeds our mind is fertile for, and to prepare it to receive the seeds of love. Take the example of Hitler. He sent out all those seeds of fear, and they grew very strong and beautifully achieved massive destruction. Seeing the awesome power of the word, we must understand what power comes out of our mouths. One fear or doubt planted in our mind can create an endless drama of events. One word is like a spell, and humans use the word like black magicians, thoughtlessly putting spells on each other.
All right. So that was just a little excerpt from a book called The Four Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. And the book is based on a teaching from the Toltec people in or you could say ancient Mexico. And so what they did is when the Spaniards came to invade Mexico City, their wisdom teachers they were called the Toltecs. And so they pretty much hid this knowledge from them as they were conquered. And so Miguel Ruiz is like a descendant of those Toltec people. And so somehow he, was able to get the information. And he's a pretty well-known author. So, you might definitely want to go out and check out the book and, read it. It's probably like a $10 book. And it's pretty powerful. I done passed this book out to a few people. And I think that the book has the power to transform your thought or your mind or your life. And so in doing so, what it's saying to me is that what you speak affects the reactions that you get. And so if you speak against yourself, then you cause actions to come against you. And if you speak in power, and as you see where he went to in the book, he pretty much identified the Bible and dealt with John, 1 John, and dealing with the way that the Bible explains the same concept as the power came from the word. And so when people say, the power is within you, it's like this is where your mind can formulate words to uprise you or destroy you. So, when you speaking and dealing with people, you should keep in mind that your words are power, and that with that power, you can gain or you can destroy, build or destroy. This is the concept of being impeccable with your word. Well, I'm going to keep this one short. I just wanted to drop a little something out there. So peace to y'all. I'm out.